Hey there, friends, fans, and collectors. Welcome to another episode of Binary Sunset News. I am Mike. Today we got a bunch of great stuff to talk about, starting off with the Walmart exclusive Clone Wars Black Series figures being seen in shelves, some of the holiday troopers finally arriving at our door, as well as the credit collection being able to be seen in stores and shipping to you soon. Let's jump into it.
Commence primary ignition.
Before I begin, I wanted to remind everybody to hit the subscribe button below. It really helps the channel, and you can do it easily by hitting the little bell icon or the symbol in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. The biggest news of this week for me is the fact that the exclusive Walmart Clone Series figures are showing up in stores, and they're not just showing up on the regular shelves, they're getting their own dedicated end cap, which is a pretty big deal. I don't know how often they're going to be restocked. As you can see, this is 4 troopers, as you know, 4 figures, as you know, and I only have 3 here, and I was quite diligent in trying to find them down, but these are going fast, and they're going hard, like everything Clone Wars usually does. But really, really exciting to be seeing these in stores. It's really unsure which Walmart is going to be having them. I'll give a little bit of tips and tricks in a few minutes on how I found them, but exciting that they're here, and they're here and we can see them. So really, really cool. I'm going to go into much deeper depth review of all of these figures, but first big news is that go out, check your Walmarts. There's an end cap. I'm going to put some pictures up. We've been seeing some pictures on Instagram and on Yakface, but this is what it looks like. I'll post UPC codes also. Go out and find these. These are amazing. These are instant collector items from the last season of this amazing show. These figures included 4 exclusive figures in the Black Series line, starting with Ahsoka Tano. She is a crowd favorite. We all know her from the Clone Wars, the movie, and the show. It's been a long time since we've seen an actual Black Series figure of her, not since the launch of the Black Series, and we have never seen her final form of the Clone Wars as she was in season 7. So very exciting to see that. That's the first figure up on this line. The next is the 332nd Clone Trooper. Now this is the 501st spin-off. That's Ahsoka's division. As we saw in the 7th season, these are the loyalist troopers who sided with Ahsoka to go and free Mandalore from Darth Maul's control. Really, really neat. Love seeing that invasion, and I'm overly excited about this clone trooper. They're really hard to find, but you know, if I could get a dozen, I'd get a dozen, because man, do they look great. I'm going to be doing a review of this guy soon, so stay tuned and check that out. The next one down the line is actually the one I don't have with me, but it's the Mandalorian Loyalists. These are members of the Night Owls that sided with Ahsoka and with Bo-Katan to invade Mandalore again. Next up, though, is really, really cool. I'm glad I got my hands on him. It's the Mandalorian Super Commando, also known as the Mandalorian. So these guys are real, real neat. They are Mandalorians who work with Darth Maul, and doing so don his colors as well as his horns on their Beskar. This end cap not only contains these Clone Wars figures, but also the Vintage Collection Carbonized Graphite figures that were also exclusive to Walmart. Now this is a pretty big get, because even if you pre-ordered those figures, which came at the launch of Mando Mondays, you weren't going to get them till early December. So really, really cool that in mid-October we're seeing them on shelves, and they are selling out like that. Just know that the Vintage Collection figures, like anywhere, they go much faster and much harder, and these are exclusives to Walmart. So again, if you miss out right now, and luckily a lot of the pre-orders are still open, but again, you won't be seeing those till December 3rd at the earliest, I believe. Now, these Clone Wars figures debut also the Series 4 boxing with the side portrait that we've seen, and this connects with the first figure in the line, which was the Camino Clone Trooper. And as you can see, his shoulder connects right there with Ahsoka. Excluding the Mandalorian Loyalist, who obviously would go right here in the middle, this portrait is really coming together. Now we know also adding to this portrait is the Cad Bane figure, which I don't have. That was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive internationally in Europe. We got a little bit of a preview and a hint. I missed that pre-order. I'm bumming about it, but that actual one does not connect to the mural. But the Cad Bane figure and the Mandalorian Loyalist are the two that should be going here also. Really, really neat, really, really cool. I'm loving this new boxing and the portrait. Now, I'm going to do a close up on it later, but it's really coming together in a really nice way. Now, in previous years around this time, we've had what we've called Triple Force Friday. Now, this is a combination of stores, websites, a bunch of different collecting outlets that offer the next year's Star Wars line, the end of the year Star Wars line. It's pretty much what to look for. We haven't gotten that this year. I don't know if we get it every other year or if that this year has just been jumbled up due to PulseCon and all the other things that happened, but no Triple Force Friday this year, but there's a soft launch of all the figures that we've been seeing pre-ordered over the last couple months and through the summer. Now, this includes the credit collection figures that we're able to pre-order at the launch of Mando Mondays a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And if you pre-ordered these, you should be seeing them soon. But lucky for you, the Cara Dune figure, lucky for all of us, the Cara Dune... Now, lucky for all of us, the Cara Dune figure, which sold out very, very quickly online, has been seen in stores. I was able to pick up one. It's great. I know I say the Target app a bunch, but it really does help out. You're able to use the UPCI code or the DPCI code, and they're able to help get you your figures there. The Target app also lets you know what stores might have them in stock. But they went live at the 19th of October. That's when you could start finding them in stores. So go search, go be out there. They're definitely out there. I'll leave the code again for everyone, but if you're in America, Target are now having these in shelves. I don't believe that stores are having more than 12. I know each box comes with 6 figures, and I believe they're getting 2 boxes. I haven't seen actually in certain Targets on the shelves with the pricing where they're supposed to be placed. So I don't even know if they're going to get a display, but they are moving fast and they are moving. But they're out there, which is exciting because I missed out on the pre-order myself, and I'm very excited to be able to nab one. Now, I did get the pre-order for the GameStop exclusive IG-11 figure, and that is right here, and they're being shipped. If you pre-ordered yours, you should be getting yours by now, or it should arrive any day now. Now, these figures are separate Black Series figures that are on card backs that resemble the Black Series 40th Anniversary collection. They are different designs, not only in the figures themselves, in the paint scheme, which is really, really cool, but they are modeled after the stylized, kind of very arty credits of The Mandalorian. Now, we all know The Mandalorian, and when the show ends, we get concept art. Now, the credits roll, and there's concept art of the episode. Now, these figures are all designed on the concept art seen in those episodes. And not only with the card backs, but the actual figures. And this is incredibly cool, because I know we get reboxed figures, we get all kinds of stuff that, we'll buy because it's really, really cool, but I think that this really has it all in terms of stuff. Not only does it have unique boxing, it has unique little Beskar credit accessory that comes with each of the figures that are different colored for each figure, and the figures are uniquely painted. So they're essentially new figures. I mean, repainted figures I feel like are new figures, especially for droids, and they are some neat designs. Definitely check those out. I'm loving them. Let me know in the comment section below if you pre-ordered them or how you feel about the credit collection. I think it's a really, really cool direction that I like seeing, and expect more from these as the Mando Mondays debut. All in all, the credit collection really is a treat for boxed collectors and non-boxed collectors alike. I'm really, really happy and can't wait to see more of them. All right, let's talk the rumor report. Now, last week I had mentioned that we are going to be seeing a Black Series 6-inch playset, and this was first heard on Yak Face. We have no images yet. Usual Mike was talking about this a couple days ago. Again, don't have any images, but we will be hearing about this more soon. This is becoming more and more of an actualization and less of a rumor. No more pictures yet, but make sure to stay tuned here. I'll have my ear to the ground, and I'll have news for you as soon as I hear it. The next bit on the rumor report is also something I previously talked about, but we're getting more information on it. Now, we all remember the season finale of The Mandalorian, and how the child was picked up and snatched by the speeder bike, those white speeder bikes with the scout troopers. And we are getting a Black Series figure of that Scout Trooper white speeder bike and the child. And we had a rumor about this, but this is further confirmed. We don't have pictures yet, but we are hearing that it's not only going to come with a trooper and the child, it's also going to come with that little power generator doohickey that they were trying to shoot at and failed. So cool. I love Mandalorian figures. Now, I believe this is going to be part of their Mando Monday figures that they're going to be rolling out every Monday once the season starts in a little over a week from now, or exactly a week from now. It's Friday, the 23rd. So make sure to tune in to Disney Plus a week from today when The Mandalorian Season 2 is premiering. And as we know, we're going to be getting new Mandalorian collectibles, figures, all kinds of items every Monday throughout this season. I touched about this last week, but also be prepared to see the new retro collection is going to be centered around the Mandalorian. I love the retro collection. I really, really like doing that. And they are doubling, if not tripling down on Mandalorian figures, which I'm not going to complain about. More information on that as soon as I have it. But as far as we know, we're going to be seeing a number of figures that I talked about previously. All right, next we're going to talk about pre-orders. Now, if you ordered some of these items, they're going to be showing up at your doorstep any day now. From the summer, we all remember Hasbro PulseCon. This was Hasbro Pulse's first convention. They had it to supplement some of the conventions that were missed in the summer. And one of the figures that was coming out in the Black Series later, they had exclusives for. Now, this was the PulseCon exclusive for North America, and it was the Mandalorian Armorer. I will be doing a much more detailed review of this figure. If you pre-ordered this figure, be expecting it to arrive at your doorstep any day now. This has the exclusive boxing, which has the side art, but it does not coincide with the rest of the Mandalorian diorama set. It has this really, really unique all jet black convention exclusive boxing, which we're also going to see with the Heroes of Endor set, as well as we've been seeing with the Cad Bane set also. Very, very neat, very nice, and as we can see from the back, it still has the little bit of write-up and flavor text, and the box has a little pull on it where it kind of goes right back into place. It's almost a shame to take it out of the box, but this figure is amazing, and she does come with some really, really cool accessories that the normal figure does not. Next up, now, we were hearing about these holiday figures. We saw 5 of those figures that are going to be launched this holiday season. If you pre-order those figures, the first of them that's going to arrive on your doorstep is the Clone Trooper. Now, this was a GameStop exclusive. He's red with elf stockings and green tints to his armor. He seems to come with a vibro axe and a porg with cute little blue eyes and a red scarf. It's silly, it's fun, it comes in its own unique boxing that has snowflakes on it. It has a little like to and from label in Arabesh. It's got a little fun write-up on the back that just talks about how silly it is. And I really like the idea that each store got a separate exclusive for it. This is a trend that they're starting to do now. I think it's really, really neat. And as a side note, which I think is interesting, it has the same Series 4, Phase 4 boxing, but they've cut down on the ridiculous tape that's on the side. I think he's a goof, and he's going to look great and silly standing next to the rest of my clones. Let me know what you think about the Holiday Troopers in the comments below. If you pre-ordered them, be sure to check out the review as soon as I do one of this. Check your mailbox and check your doorstep, because if you pre-order this guy, you should be seeing him soon also. Now, also seen in the app, I was actually at my recent Target finding the Cara Dune, and I saw the Holiday Trooper that is exclusive to Target, which is the Range Trooper that looks like Santa. Now, I saw this figure in the system. I was confirmed that they do have it. It is register locked until November 25th. So, no surprise there. As with any Target exclusive, even if you can get it in your hand, they're not going to let you walk out of the store with it paid until the date. Well, that'll about do it for the news today. I've been Mike. This is Binary Sunset Review. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below if you haven't yet done that. We also recently launched a Patreon page. This is a great way to connect with other collectors, as well as support the channel on a completely other level. Have a great day out there. Stay safe, stay sane, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.